Video 2 for today. I want to talk about the law of attraction and how I see it is, and I do really fundamentally believe in this. The way I kind of see it is that what you are clear about attracting will come to you, or it does come to you. Your filter, what you open to just naturally comes to you and falls into place. Some applications, or rather, let's say, just rewind a little bit. I find that when you are clear about what you want, when I mean want, I don't mean lack. Want as in like a kind of, oh, I really want this, I'm desperate to have this. No, want as in like, no, this is for me, I'm having this, you know? There's a sense of not going to take no for an answer. When you get clear on that, it just happens, it falls into place, it comes to you. 2 examples, or maybe, well, at least 2. When I was on my second Vipassana retreat, I spent 10 days alone in silence. Well, nearly alone. Meditating a shitload. It just crystallized so strongly my knowledge that the next direction for me to go in was through Zen. And it was so strong throughout this 10 days. And I came back 2 days later, I was starting doing Zen meditation, and I've sat every day since then. And it's become, a huge part of my life and changed everything. The next application is my next retreat, my next big silent retreat, that is. My session I went to in December this year. Again, long period of silence, and there was a moment where I was like, wow, I need to become an Alexander Technique teacher. Somewhat unanticipated. I got back. Within a month, I was exploring different Alexander schools. I had a look at 4, and then I went to see the school that I would eventually train at. And that weekend, I fortuitously had spent the weekend alone, kind of in nature. And that weekend, in the silence, I realised that was the school I wanted to train at. And then, from then, I was like, no, this is happening. And then I was like, okay, well, let's make this happen. Let's ask work. Let's do it. And now here I am. And I've started. And it's happened so much quicker than I anticipated. I had a thing with girls where there have been some moments where I'm like I'm attracted to you, but in a way that this isn't like in a sleazy male, like I want to be sleazing on girls all the time. There's a sense of I'm attracted to you, and it's happening, not in a weird rapey way, but there's a sense of this is it, and then it happens, and there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that it's going to happen. And that's not in an arrogant sense, but in I want this, I like you. The same has happened when I've been dieting, or dieting, when I get down to really low body fat levels. Sometimes when I've cut, it's been a bit lackluster. I haven't really figured out what I want, haven't got clear on things. There have been a few times when I've been no, this is happening. And then it happens. You just do it, I think the key to this is to get really clear on what you want. Really clear. And clearness, clarity even, comes through stillness. Always through the stillness. It's when you sit still and you look at things and you try to feel things out and see for yourself. This is why I think people who meditate more or explore more self-inquiry tend to be the people who lead the happier lives, who end up doing the things that they love, don't end up just going around in circles doing the same shit that they hate. And I'm delighted to say that I have now reached a point where there's very little in my life that I'm actually not happy about. I've just reached a point where I've realised I'm happy in my job. I'm actually happy in my job. I don't want to leave. I think there's lots of potential. I'm happy in everything that I do. Everything I do outside work, I kind of enjoy. I kind of enjoy pretty much everything in my life. I don't really have any habits where I'm like, this is shit. My life feels kind of rich, feels like it's moving in a good direction. And I credit that to spending time in stillness. And yeah, I think that it's interesting. It's amazing, there's so many times when you something shifts inside you and you realise, oh no, this is what I want to open up to this, and then something just happens and it just comes your way. You know, I've had so many of those things. I had a moment last week. I was doing the Artist Way, this program Creativity. That's a story for another video. And it said, write down 10 positions that you want to own. One of them, I was like, some fancy keyboard, some writer, a distraction-free writer that's like a laptop, but you store everything virtually, and it's kind of like a typewriter, that kind of vibe. Next day, my friend Sammy emails me with a link to basically exactly that, which is coming out soon. Yeah, and then I suppose with the Alexander technique, bam, the right school, it just hit me, and I'm interested to see what other opportunities are going to come my way. But it's also interesting, is I think that when you have bad things happen to you, again, that's something you invite into your life. Somehow you want it. It's your, I suppose it's your karma in some respects. And I don't know. Maybe I'm in my 20s, I'm big gun-ho and idealistic, but it feels to me that my life has been moving in positive directions and keeps doing so over the past 5 years or so. And I really haven't had many setbacks. Really not many. I haven't had people fuck me over. I have mini ones. I have ups and downs, but there's a really clear upward trajectory. Some opening up, and it's accelerating as well. It's become opener and opener. Interesting to see where this will go. Lots of love. Good night. God, I look really kind of wrinkly today, so I'm very tired. Anyway, kudos.